What's up, guys? Sub-Zero here, back for another VOD review. Before I get into the VOD review, two things. One, do you guys think this guy's YouTube Shorts thumbnails look so much like mine? I saw one of these and I was like, is this one of my... Like, they have the exact same color and the arrow and, like, the same font. I mean, to be fair, I'm pretty sure I stole this style from somebody, but I just thought it was funny. Okay, and actually, the second thing that is a real thing is that for anyone who is interested, I have started a third YouTube channel for non-TFT related videos. So I have a Slay the Spire video here. Tomorrow I have a video going live from my guild runs. If you guys have been playing this game at all, it's been an absolute blast. So go check it out. I will have the link in the description down below if you guys are interested. Does this mean I'm full pivoting to variety and I'll never do a TFT video again? No, obviously not. I mean, we're still a TFT focused channel, but hey, right now, especially during the off season, have a little bit of extra time, you know, try some other games out and throw it down there. So if you're interested in watching that kind of stuff, go check it out. I would greatly appreciate it. And I'm also, I know some of you guys don't want to see that, so obviously I'm going to keep all that stuff on its own separate channel. Don't want to flood any of you guys' feeds with like videos that you are not interested at all. So that's why I have a third channel. That also means like every successful channel that you add is like further and further hard to get off the ground, obviously, because like I don't have the benefit of starting with all the subscribers and stuff that I have right now. So every sub counts if you guys are interested in watching that kind of stuff. So let's talk about a game that is not Guild Run, that's not Slay the Spire. It's called Teamfight Tactics. It's pretty cool. And we are watching some Kiyoon here, and he's starting the game with a birthday reunion and a 10 gold opener and a Primordian opener. So I think we can be pretty happy about this spot. Lowest of keys, you could even level straight up here, but imagine he's going to chill for one, hopefully win this fight, and then double level next round. Birthday reunion, this is an augment that they kind of unsuccessfully tried to nerf. I think they were like, oh yeah, we're gonna like make this augment a lot worse, and then accidentally kind of ended up buffing it. So now we're in this world here where, yeah, I mean, this augment's just an insta-take. Every single chance that you get to pick this up, you should just grab it, especially when you're in one of these like econ spots here. And he's legit already going to team planner out a beautiful fast 9 board here. So that is Kiyoon's game plan. He is going to go for the double level here, as is customary in this type of position, just because you want to get your 2-star 2 cost as quickly as possible. And it doesn't even hurt your econ that much. He's kind of trying to figure out how to make this fit. Certainly Gwen must stick onto the board, and so he's going to opt to actually not play the Mortal Kaiser here, and is just going to say, I gotta fit 3 Primo on this board because that's my econ generation. I gotta fit Gwen on this board because she's a great unit. She's a rogue. She fits on the board really, really nicely. So the only thing you could really do is drop Brawler for the Mord, and he says, I don't really want to do that because I also kind of want to hold the Pantheon in case I can get Timebreaker in down the line, use that as econ generation and all. So yeah, we are just going to use this as real econ generation plus 5 gold from the birthday reunion, which, yeah, it's not bad. Nothing to sneeze at here. Do have a Ramison shop if we want to look at it. The problem is, once again, it just doesn't fit. There's so much econ generation that we're going to get across this early game by playing 3 Primordian. And so we are starting from the base principle of we're going to keep 3 Primordial on our board, especially as well because this can give us some of those early upgrades that will allow us to like not get cleared in the entire early game. If we can get to the Rek'Sai 2, get to the Briar 2, sometimes that's enough to make it to 9, especially when you already have Birthday Reunion, when you already have an econ opener. This is not a super heavy econ portal. He's going to end up taking Solar Hex here, just because, I mean, the 3-cost shop is not really interesting. And we are going to end up taking, was that Chain Vest? I know it was, he had the option to take Briar 2 with Glove, which would be nice, but I think he was not too happy about, you know, the gold value there and also having to make some kind of slam. And yeah, he does make the Chain Vest. Pick up the Chain Vest and can just make Protector's Vow here. Great pickup onto eventually the Nunu, but for now it's probably going to sit on, I mean, for now, it could go on the Panth, but I mean, the second you hit Rek'Sai 2, you're going to put it on Rek'Sai. So yeah, you probably just throw it onto the Rek'Sai now. I think this makes perfect sense because Rek'Sai 2 is likely to show up. And yeah, I mean, for the rest of the stage, we're really just hoping to win as many fights as possible. We still have not found a single upgrade yet, which is a little BG. So we are going to be in that perfect mix streak. So Kiyoon's going to need some kind of extra econ to make it there because no full win streak here, no actual econ portal here. It's not going to be the easiest to make it straight to 9. 9, but that really is his game plan. If you're playing Birthday Reunion and you do not make it to 9, you're not going to have a very good time. And so he's going to go full on the econ here, going to play 2 Timebreaker on this board with the idea that hopefully we can just play a 3 Primordial, 3 Timebreaker mid game, get as much econ as possible so that we can actually make it to 9. But it's still, I would expect that we need a second econ augment here. I do not think, I would not be confident making it to 9 from this position that we're in right now. Do have Aurora in shop here, but I think it's asking a bit much to try to farm even 100 cash out from this spot. You could throw it in and lose a few fights and get there, but I think the amount of value that you're going to get, especially because we won this last fight, is just not enough to make it worth playing the Aurora. Do pick up the Akali, which is the unit that everybody is talking about every single chance they get. I mean, she is just so strong here, and yeah, he does consider just playing a 3 Nova board on here. Honestly, that's probably what I would be considering, just because I think the amount of HP that you're going to heal from playing the Akali is, and just the 3 Nova in general is huge. But nah, he's just going to go pedal to the metal full econ here, partially because he knows there's people like this Anima player in his pool where it's like, okay, I mean, we're always going to beat this Anima guy. So it's actually no problem. This is kind of a free win plus 2 gold that we get off of playing the Timebreaker here. So, hey, I mean, that's plus 2 gold that he would have had here had he not played that. Ooh, Lahilov's so good in Fast 9. Sword Overflow is also, like, pretty reasonable. The only issue with Lucky Gloves is we don't have a bunch of gloves right now to play around. And we do really want an extra econ augment. He is going to end up rolling it first here, so we'd rather... Wow, he'd rather Sword Overflow, but then he sees Winout. This is going to be a Winout game from Kiyoon. I mean, I'm ready to see it. I'm excited. I'm very happy that we're rotating into this other Anima player, by the way, who is going to allow us to get another free win, get another 2 XP, which puts us into a much better position, honestly. The problem with Winout in this position, and hey, if this was in tournament, he probably would not have picked this up, but we're not in tournaments, is that it's not an econ augment. It's not an econ augment by any means. Well, it's an econ augment once you reach level 9, but usually once you reach level 9, you're in a pretty good spot. The question is, how do we get there? And so the answer is going to come from Kiyoon's mind in this spot here. I'm excited to see how he makes it there, because honestly, this is the type of game where I would just be like, all right, we'll just take our 8th and get out. The spot looks like very, very dire here, honestly. But all right, going to Carousel here. Acceleration Hex is really good, but once again, it's not econ. We are going to pick up Bow here, which just plays like really, really nicely into any kind of... I don't know why. Why do I say Briar and Vex? Why do I call Vex Briar for some reason? I don't know what those 2 wires that are crossed in my mind. But it's a really good, component for Vex, is going to be the idea here. Wouldn't it have been great if I had said Briar there? He's also going to throw, wow, it's a really heads-up play, is just throw the Hex here, with the idea being that's exactly where Graves is going to go late game, and we're going to be happy with the attack speed on him. And then the Vex, not Briar, can sit into the Solar Hex later. So it makes a lot of sense. Kiyoon is getting absolutely pounded here, as is the tradition when you are playing 3 Primordial, 3 Timebreaker. So... I don't buy it. Ooh, this will help. This will certainly help. Early Shen here. And hey, he's a Timebreaker these days, so we can actually seamlessly fit him onto the board without having to drop anything. So this is fantastic here. No downside. And yeah, we just get to throw Shen onto our board. So not the worst. Maybe this is what we need. I would really be excited to take a 3rd econ augment here, as annoying as it is. I mean, I think you just are forced to in this spot here. That guy's also approaching 500 cash out, which is really bad for us, because we're going to drop low this game. There is no world where we are just going to, easily make it to 9 and then, by the same idea, level 10 with a lot of HP. We're going to make it there in the 20s, optimistically, I would say, but hey, we'll see what happens here. We are almost level 8 with all this extra econ that we have gotten from our double econ traits here, and we can go straight to level 8 here and get 4 Timebreaker out on this board. Just making Shen into a beast here makes the Gwinsu's Rage Blade. I don't know that you really want to make a declaw here, but I don't know what else you're making. Adaptive, and then you hold the cloak open, maybe? It's a pretty awkward setup here. I'd like to make something. He's scouting to see if he can make declaw, and he opts to make it, and oh, he definitely did not want chain here. That's actually really, really rough here. We need... tank items are the last thing we need in this spot here. I think he just ran out of time what he was looking at here. But honestly, I mean, maybe it's a declaw-worthy lobby. All right, last augment here. Something econ-wise. Booster pack looks amazing in this spot. I guess you could, yeah, I think this makes perfect sense here. Does pick up a lot of 5 costs that he really doesn't care about. Oh my god, he's going this round? All right, well, we're level 10 now. It's pretty quick to go here, but he wants to make sure none of these these units are out. Wants to get the early Graves in here, who hopefully he's gonna barely get into the board. Yeah, he does get it in last minute. It's not the cleanest pivot. We have 2 Fioras onto the board here, but it's not the worst because we're still alive here. I mean, if you could win this fight, that'd be great, but I don't think we are gonna win this fight. Okay, I mean, it's a bit crazy, but the upside is we're here. We have a Assault Frame Graves scaling up here. We are rolling down really just to find some real upgrades onto this board. We do find the Blitz Crank too. We're level 10 here, so we have an extra unit slot, right? That is the thing in this spot here, is normally on this board, you're like, what do we have the entire board in, and then we also have just a random Jin on this board because he's a pretty nice, just random +1 unit. Main thing that we are missing, and this is always the case on Fast 9 boards, it's the hardest thing to get to on these boards, is frontline. We just have a Nunu one as our frontline here. Honestly, the Blitz 2 Shen 2 are doing a lot of just double duty, even though they're not true tanks in the spot here. Storm Hex is amazing here. My god. We might have to take the Edge of Night here just because it at least builds into a damage item. He's going to take the glove. Okay. I mean, TG's great, though. I don't know you can really build towards it. One of the upsides for Mr. Kiyoon in this spot here is that now the grave upgrades on this patch have been made only 1 gold no matter what upgrade it is. So we're not going to feel really bad about graves taxing us. That's a little bit less gold that we have to dedicate to that. And we did go 9 ahead of everybody else, and we did also take triple combat hex here. So our board should be very, very strong for a little while here. And the big question is early stage 5, can we make it to something like a Nunu 2? If we can make it to Nunu 2, we will be in a very, very good spot. If we do not make it to the Nunu 2 or Morg 2, our life's going to be a little bit difficult. So that's the main thing. But for now, we should be quite strong because a lot of people haven't really hit all of their, 2-star 4 cost upgrades. It is a prismatic lobby, so most people should be quite strong here. I mean, a board like this has actually hit almost everything, so it's a little bit scary. But the stun hex on Blitzcrank is amazing. Oftentimes, CCs the entire board. Solar hex onto Vex means our heal cut is done, and it's some extra damage on her. I mean, the hexes are amazing here, I will say. Biggest thing you want, I mean, pretty sure you have to just take, well, he actually wants even components gold here. Wow, that is a deep roll down. And it does get to TGGS here. Okay, so he ends up with an awkward last component that's not doing anything in this spot. I'm a little surprised that he went down this path, but I think the game plan, wow, what did we just, he sold the Jin off here and is just gonna feel double Vex here. Wow, okay. Yeah, I mean, I think getting both of these upgrades in is really, really big. But yeah, I thought he would take something more gold oriented just because that's so high value. But honestly, we've hit most of our board. The last thing we need is just the tank. If we can reach the tank, we'll be insanely strong. And so that's just the question mark that exists here. We are going to kill a player off here. Obviously, the TG's so disgustingly good in this comp. We've talked about it so many times. Is when you're playing Fast 9, TGs are just amazing because you usually have too few items to itemize everybody, and TG turns 2 components into 2 full items, and really like 2.5 full items because it gives a little bit of stats on its own. So not bad. We're actually just gonna fit the 2 Timebreaker as our +1 here. I love it. I mean, it's just a little bit of attack speed onto the entire board. So I think this is a really, really nice random +1 here to replace the Jin. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. We're rotating into kind of our father here, who has not only the Bard 2, but did this guy actually have frontline? It kind of looked like he did have frontline because I feel like their board lasted more than like half a second, which is quite scary. They also had a 2-star 5 cost in the Bard 2, so quite scary. Upside is hopefully that's the only player we lose to. We're still stuck on Nunu 1. That's the big thing. We are hoping that some of these other Nunu players can get eliminated and put us into a spot where we can get a frontline because, yeah, I've been look at that. The Nunu just dies in a second. The upside is our board has so much damage on it that we can blow up their board in a second as well. And the Graves be Gravesing. He is scaling up here. He is doing work. We are going to get another item here. We do get the laser ballistics, which is huge. And just every round we were looking to roll here and ideally get last splash of X item here, but there's not much, I will say. Yuck, yuck, yuck. He's going to go Sterax, then move the TG up. Okay, I mean, it's reasonable. I mean, the Sterax is not a bad Graves item. The TG doesn't feel too bad onto the Fiora. It's really not what you wanted in this spot here, but sometimes you got to make the best of a bad situation. That's TFT. Speaking of a bad situation, this Veigar is doing a lot of damage to us, and so we are going to take another loss down to 17 HP. Means we're likely to not die here. It's possible. I've died before in spots like this. He throws the Sona in there and sees an upgrade that he doesn't like, so he's just going to stick on it. I mean, Jin's a great addition onto this board, I will say. Morgana tends to be one of the best last ins on this board, but I don't know that we've seen one this game. I mean, that unit is so contested these days. Gonna rotate into the Akali board. This is also, oh my god, double artifact, 5 Nova, Akali 3 just teleported, deleting our entire board. Yo, that's the board that we should have auto reviewed. That setup is actually so sick. But our compensation for it, the thing that gives us a little bit of smile at the end of the day, is that we do hit Vex too. So that's good. Not that many Nunus out at this point, so hopefully the amount of gold that we get from the dragon will be enough to hit Nunu 2. I'm hoping so, because, I mean, that is the last thing that we need here. Can pick up leeching, so he's going to opt out of the choke here. I know this is a very... What is the word that I'm thinking of? Controversial, I guess. Choice is, do you or do you not go for the choke on the Graves at this point? And he says, no, I want the spread out damage in the spot. And we do get to Vex items, and we do get to the Nunu 2, which is huge here. Now, is this enough to win this fight? That board is absolutely huge. Has, I think, the 6 Dark Star in. We are barely going to win. Huge. Still not top 4 locked in for Kiyoon. This game is... it's a spicy game. He does have another Graves here. Wait, I don't like how he repositioned there. I have a feeling he is going to try to go for a 3-star 5-cost roll down. He doesn't really have the gold to do it, but what might give him the gold to do it is selling his entire board. And yep, he does look like he is plannering to get ready for it. I mean, 5 Graveses, it's possible, especially with level 10 odds. It's not likely, I would say. But hey, he has his top 4 locked in here. He might take this moment as the moment to just say, I mean, I have my top 4 locked in. I might as well go here. Does he think that he can beat this board? I think that is the strongest guy in the lobby. 6 Graves. He has to either say yes or no. That's 7 Graves. He's going to go for it. 8 Graves. Wait. Hold the line. Sell everything. Roll, 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 roll. Yeah, he missed. I mean, it's a bit of a BG's. Nice try from Kiyoon, but cannot actually hit. I mean, he did the roll down pretty mechanically well. I think he just ended up. I mean, sometimes he had. It's pretty crazy actually. We had 8 Graves in this spot. I mean, to be fair, I'm pretty sure if you put this into an expected roll down calculator, I think he high rolled on the fact that he got to 8 Graves this quickly. But still, fun game from Kiyoon. Fast 10 game with some great augments, and almost the Graves 3 win out. Would have been sick. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, if you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my variety channel and my Twitch, where I have also been streaming Guild Run. If you guys have been playing that game, I think it scratches a lot of itch for a lot of TFT players. Not sponsored, by the way, but if you do want to sponsor me, good people at Guild Run, I'll give you an even better pitch. But not sponsored, but if you have been looking for something to play in the TFT offseason, it's amazing. It's absolutely... it scratches the itch of TFT, and also of games like Slay the Spire roguelikes, where you're like progressively upgrading your kind of like your deck and your board and stuff like that. It's honestly been huge. It's been great. It's been really fun. And if you want to see me play it, I'll be playing on my Twitch tomorrow, and you can check out my variety channel as well. I already shouted that out. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching as always. Bye bye.